that no one would stop the USA from taking Greenland. As much as this pisses me off, unfortunately, it seems as if Stephen Miller is telling the truth, because France, Italy, Poland, Germany, and the United Kingdom came out today with a joint statement saying that only Denmark and Greenland should choose what happens, meaning a strongly worded letter, but nothing else. Pretty much
an unprecedented move. Moments ago, almost all of Europe just united against the United States in its pursuit of Greenland. The leaders of the UK, France, Poland, Germany, Denmark, Italy, and Spain wrote a joint statement promising to defend Greenland's territorial integrity, saying that Greenland belongs to its people and is for Denmark and Greenland and only them to decide on matters concerning Denmark and Greenland.
It's pretty much confirming what Stephen Miller is saying as truth. No one's going to do shit about it. Now, the claim is that the USA needs Greenland for national security, but unfortunately, if the USA just comes in and takes Greenland, it will most likely be the end of NATO, which once again triggers that multipolar world, which I talked about in a previous video, explaining how the USA is going to become more aggressive, more imperialist, and so will Russia, and so will China. If NATO ends, then Russia can become a lot more aggressive in Europe, which is a claim that I made a few days ago, and now just a few days later, unfortunately, I am correct. It's coming to fruition. And another claim that I don't want to be correct about, but China at some point will take Taiwan, okay? They will make imperialist moves as well. I'll keep you updated with more news. I'm sending you my love. On the bright side, the coolest fucking show in news, the Purple Populist.
Breaking news, President Donald Trump is now threatening to invade Mexico and has reportedly informed the Mexican government overnight that they could be next. According to multiple sources, the Trump administration sent out messages last night to several countries, warning that a U.S. invasion could follow if they do not comply with American demands. Speaking aboard Air Force One moments ago, Trump escalated those concerns, saying, quote, "Something is going to have to be done about Mexico," a statement that has sent shockwaves across Latin America. He appeared to hint at a Venezuela-style operation, suggesting the U.S. could move directly against Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum. Trump also openly threatened what he called Operation Colombia, claiming the United States could enter Colombia and remove President Gustavo Petro, a vocal opponent of Trump. Cuba was named as another potential target, with Trump saying the country will, quote, "soon fall." When asked if U.S. troops would enter Cuba, Trump suggested it could happen without boots on the ground. These statements are already raising serious international concern.
Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Haloyam La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwathas keeping the faith in the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more quoted precepts. Scripture tells us the division is set for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak. Alright? Though it tarry, wait for it, for it will not tarry. We are seeing the prophecies jumping off the pages, man. Alright? With what happened with the daughter of Babylon in Venezuela, a lot of backlash came behind that, as to be expected, because that was a bold move. On behalf of the daughter of Babylon, and the tiny top country, or state rather, the tiny top state, state of the tiny tops. But that was a bold move, man. To go snatch up the president of a sovereign country and then hold him to trial. All right, this country being allied to two major countries, being Russia and China. All right. The talks is, off of what I've been seeing, is a lot of the daughter of Babylon's allies are questioning whether or not they should remain allies with the daughter of Babylon or not, because of how reckless, they've been moving. Right? So the world knows the daughter of Babylon's rules. They know what they can and can't do as it pertains to like the different treaties. They know, but in true Eve fashion, they not holding up their end of the treaty. Right? According to international law, they're not supposed to, do a sovereign country's leader like they've just did. Right? But the explanation of the daughter of Babylon moving, how they moving, is even more wild than the action itself. Right? It was stated that the international rules don't apply to the daughter of Babylon, which is America, or to Germany, or to France, or to I want to say they say Canada, but basically the daughter of Babylon's allies, international rules don't apply to them, right? So a lot of their allies is looking like, what the hell? Because when y'all doing these things, but at the end of the day, that shit gonna come around and bite us in the ass, right? The same way it did when the daughter of Babylon blew up that pipeline, in Russia. I don't think it was actually in Russia, but it was attached to Russia going into, Europe. And the daughter of Babylon's allies are getting tired of it, which brings me to the prophecy spoken of in Revelation chapter 17. Right? The great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the nations or the kings of the earth have been made drunk off the wine of her fornication. They sobering up. Right? Because like it says in Revelation 17, the same ones that's allied to the daughter of Babylon is going to hate the whore. And they're going to turn on the whore. Right? And we seeing it more so now, but it's been in progress. It's been a thing, right? It's been going on, right? But at the end of the day, we're witnessing the Lord, bring down Esau Edom's kingdom, right? And Esau Edom think they're doing it by design, in which they are, but the designer, right? The one who drew up the drawings and the blueprints and so forth and so on is Yahweh. This is his word, right? And he will place, the kingdom in whoever hands he will. It's just right now it's in the hand of the base man, right? Base meaning low level, low vibration, right? Right now the Lord got the world, Salah. Right now the Lord got the world in the hand of the devil. And in a minute, he about to put it into the hands of individuals who are profitable to the Lord, who gonna bring peace to this earth and rule it in righteousness. Right? But first, this wicked ass world got to get out the way. And we're seeing the beginnings of it literally getting the hell out the way. Alright? That's awesome news. I was talking to a brother earlier today and explaining to him the severity of what happened with Venezuela and the daughter of Babylon, because a lot of people don't understand how deep that was. I said a lot of the people that I work with, they just know something happened. They just know the event happened, but they don't really grasp like how real what happened is. Right? It's almost like, you got that crazy ass cousin, a crazy ass friend, and he do some crazy shit, and he be like, that's just old cousin whoop-de-whoop, or that's just Dave being Dave. That's how they look at. That's how the world look at the daughter of Babylon's leader. But that's just Buddy Bro, right? But the stuff he's doing is so, I'm trying to think of the word, so fantastically in error that it has no choice but to bring righteous and extreme results. And like I said, this is all the Lord. So man's goings are the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? All right. So this is all the Lord's doing, and prophecy foretold that it would happen thousands of years before it actually did. Call Haloyim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem HaRakakodash. Don't we serve a wonderful power, right? A power that is not a man that he should lie. So if he said it's going to come to pass, it's definitely going to come to pass. Right? So, yeah. The daughter of Babylon's, also, the face of the daughter of Babylon, not only, it snatched up the president out of Venezuela. He said Colombia, Mexico, Canada, Greenland, and Iran are next. Say he gonna annex Greenland, and I want to say Canada, right? They didn't ask the president directly. They asked one of his staff members if they were gonna go boots on ground for Greenland, and the response, man, was so disrespectful. It was so disrespectful. It was basically, Greenland are not worthy of boots on ground because they ain't got nothing. It's just a piece of land with, people occupying it. Right? So damn Denmark is just, that's something we want, that's something we gonna get type deal. Right? And as far as Canada go, you talking about annexing Canada, that man said he gonna make Canada a part of the U.S. right along with Greenland. And he said as far as Iran goes, if it got to be boots on ground, then boots on ground it will be. Basically saying that they're going to put boots on ground in Iran, which is all prophetic. Right? Ezekiel 38, Gog and Magog. Right? And I want to say it says that there'll be a guard unto Gog and Magog will be a guard unto Persia, which is Iran, right? I want to say before 1930, Iran was known as Persia. Then they officially changed their name. I want to say 1930, right? But nevertheless, man, yeah, the Lord is setting it up. Oh man, the Lord is setting it up so beautifully, and the beautiful part, another beautiful part about it, is the Lord is allowing us to see it and understand what we're seeing. Cause like I said, the people at the gig, man, I wanted to speak about it so bad. I wanted to, go all into prophecies, but I tend to, if I haven't been around brothers that I can speak the truth to, I gotta bottle it up and just run through things in my brain as it pertains to prophecy. How I should be walking. The scripture tells us, you got to be thinking yourself. You got to always be, checking yourself. So that's what I do. Constantly checking myself, man. When things happen, I wanna cry out loud, like with whoever is around. But I also know scripture says, "Cast not thy pearls on the swine." So whenever I get an opportunity to speak about this truth to a person, it be like a lot come out, and I have to rule my spirit to not scare off the person that I'm talking to, because I got a lot it's a lot that's pinned up. And when a person just, they ain't even gotta take the whole cap off. Just, you know how back in the day, I don't drink no drinks no more, but back in the day when you would get a, you know, canned drink or something, that first pop, when you pop it, right, man, I ain't saying you opening it all the way, but just that first, that little it overflows, right? And in this instance, like I said, at the gig, man, I had to tone it down a bit to explain what's going on, and they still ain't get it. They just like, yeah, man, oh, but crazy. So about the playoffs, so about the Super Bowl, so, you know, they trading this person to that team, and just like ain't nothing happen, right? So, like Scripture says, you know, the Lord's return is gonna take a lot of people by surprise, man. They not gonna see it coming, right? They just gonna be living life thinking everything's sweet, and boom, you know, like a thief in the night, right? Like old buddy did to Maduro. Straight like that. But yeah, 2026 is, yeah, starting off right, man. All praise to Yahweh by some, Yahweh shot by some, crocodile. Had to waste no time. I just like 2025. 2025, man, it damn near instantly. Week 1, day 1, right? 2024, same thing. Going out at 2023, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, right? Right? And how I always say, man, when the Lord has prophecies, it ain't like it just happens. The scripture says the plagues will hit this earth like a woman in travail, like a woman giving birth. So the prophecies come in phases, and they get worse and worse and worse and worse. So it's gonna get worse. Just like we've been saying, and it just like it's been doing, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse until ultimately we see the return of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, and we out of here. And this nightmare over with. And we look back on this time like, man, you know, the Lord really, we learn who our power is, and we learn He don't play with disobedience. Right? So I end with that, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, you were edified by these quoted precepts in this video. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harachah Kodash Shalom Yasharallah.